Hello everyone, this is the paint palette. Um, I'm trying playing Will You Press the Button? Um, and so, uh, it's this website. It's essentially a game. I'm not downloading it. Anyway, um, uh, the object of this game is basically that it presents you with this apparently cool idea, but instead of, um, but in addition, it also presents you with a catch, because everything in life comes with a catch. So I decided I could make a video out of me playing it. Uh, so our first one is this. Humanity discovers a compound that can make spaceships be able to travel faster than light with no consequence. But until you die, the only way to get this compound is from your saliva. What makes saliva special? And mine especially. I think this is just something a creep came up with. I guess I am especially dense. It's a pretty even split, but not perfect. I hate ads. Anyway, you get $1 billion, but you have severe cold-like symptoms for the rest of your life with no possible chance of a cure. So basically, you just tissues if you want inanimate insanity 1,000 times over. uh, Considering how I'm feeling right now, I'd be fine with that. You're crowned emperor of the world, but you'll never fall in love again. That is actually kind of a bad thing. I'd totally accept emperor of the world. There's so much I'd love to fix and get rid of. But never falling in love again means that I don't have a lineage to pass the title on to. So I'd probably need to work with my little brother to get around that. You get free tickets to see this. I don't want to see my favorite band because I don't have a favorite band, so I'd just be going on to an empty stage. And they hate you and tell you to your face if I do go with these free tickets. I hate me, so we agree on something. What a waste of my time. You will have unlimited money, but you can never sleep again. So does this mean I have sleepless nights, or do I never need to sleep again? Because if I never need to sleep again, then not sleeping is fine. I could just stay up, do the chores, do more of the chores if Dad needs them. I honestly don't know what I'd do with all that free time. That'd be something. That would be interesting. But if it means that I just have sleepless nights, I'd probably be dead within a month. I could pass the money on to my little brother. Or Dad. I think I could make this work either way. Very even split there. Will I press the button? You get everything you could ever hope to buy for free, but only if fewer than 50% of people hit this button. That's bizarre. This is one of those where I would legitimately have to flip a coin to see. Might as well try it, see what happens. Well, it's not happening, but at least I tried. Get a new pair of jeans, but it's one size too small. That can burn. I don't want a new pair of jeans that's too small. I'm not dealing with that either. That's impractical. You would have everything you ever wanted, but the NSA would hire 3 PRISM agents to follow your every move day and night for the rest of your life. Let's see here. What are PRISM? Oops, crap. What is PRISM? The NSA. Oh. So basically, I'm being cyber stalked by the state. That's reassuring. Well, considering that I'm already being cyber stalked by the state, this is probably fine. Plus, I gotta just say that one of the things I've always wanted is to not be cyber stalked by the state. So, checkmate. Basically, this is another example of nothing ever changing, of nothing changing for me. Why would I want this if this doesn't affect me positively? If anything, it'd probably make my room harder to clean up whenever I'm asked to. Anyway, let's ignore that. I don't want to put up with that. Okay. From 3 days to 3 years. Ugh. That sounds like a nightmare and something not worth the risk. Because if I can't cure all the diseases, because I could get 3 in a row where I end up on my deathbed for 3 years, that's 9 years dedicated to eliminating 3 diseases. That's not really worth it. That's a real 50-50. You suffer for eternity in hell. Everyone on earth spends eternity in heaven. No, there are people other than me that deserve to go to hell. And I'm not giving them a free pass at my own cost. You can have any ability or superpower you desire, but you can't use it to enhance your life or anybody else's. So I can't make the world better. That's essentially saying you can't use them. Here's this glass, you can never use it, you can never drink out of it though. They essentially just become a party trick, except even using them as a party trick violates this catch. So I don't want that. Will you press the button? Your Riz is off the charts, but you're only able to communicate through miming. Ugh. You could control the sun and the moon at will without moving time, but you lose your sanity a little more every time you do. That would honestly be kind of terrifying. Because I don't know how much I have left and how much a little implies. So, this kind of freaks me out. Ugh, I'd have to be a little nuts to accept it anyway. Is there a something else that has to be asked is there a recovery period where if you wait a little while, your sanity recovers and you can do it again just fine? Because that's something else to consider. I guess not, considering the way this question is worded, because you lose a little more every time. Probably not. Controlling the sun and the moon really wouldn't be worth it anyway. Oh, yes. I'd have a lot of fun fooling with with the three brats that did get out. Don't know how. Plus, uh, for any of the kids to win, they'd have to be as nice as Charlie. And for Charlie to not win, he'd have to be at least a bit brattier than the one who did win. So, one of them would be easy enough to work with. I'd probably get sick of dealing with that every day after a month or so, though. I mean, I could obviously just sell the damn thing. I have a shit ton of money if I own the place. So I could just sell it and have someone else deal with that. Go away. Nice try, but go away. Anyway, will you press the button? You get free gigabit internet access anywhere in the world. But anyone in the world can see everything you do online. Like right now? What? You gotta be kidding me. Like I'm on that website where everyone's laptop webcam was just openly displaying what they were up to. Nuts. I mean, if it's free, I'm saving a lot of money, so. I need to flip a coin on it. Let's see if I have a nearby coin. This will be close enough. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay. I mean, I just have things to hide. Doesn't everyone? Anyway. You gain the ability to travel through time, but you end up in an alternate timeline in the process. I end up in a terrible comic book plot? Really, it wouldn't be that bad because if I end up in an alternate timeline after traveling, I could just travel back to where I went in time. And because the current timeline I'd be stuck in, my home timeline would be an alternate timeline to the one I'm stuck in. So I could just go back to my home timeline. So I'd be perfectly fine. I just need to go home, then everything would be fine. No problem. This seems reasonable. People live too long anyway, and managing to become a billionaire and having all of my employees and become wealthy enough to just live their lives without worry would be amazing. So I'd go for this instantly. You can stop time, but everything you touch while time is stopped is stamped with your personal information and contact info. Uh-huh. So does that mean all of my footsteps just leave my phone number in the ground? That's nuts. I don't think I'll do that. Now, let's see what this is. King of the world, I'd have to avoid assassins. Every leader has to avoid assassins. Become the greatest player in any sport of your choice, but I cannot play professionally or for money. Okay, then. Sounds like a waste of college. Become the greatest... Oh, wait. It's just the same thing, but I forget to press the button. I'm an idiot. Oh, yes. Absolutely. I would love for that to be how it's solved. The nationalists have returned. Age 5 times slower, but all your friends, family, lovers, and children will outgrow you. I mean, that's the downside of aging slower. Probably lived like, let's see, 120 years. Wow. That's just double. 300 years. I'd lived 300 years. That would be a nightmare. I'd live through so many historical events. And I'd have to put up with people asking me stupid questions I don't have the answers to. About this time period and upcoming time periods and all that. I'd also have to think about how to preserve the stuff I do. Maybe it'd be worth it. Nope. Will you press the button? You can travel to anywhere you want at any time, but you will have 8 fingers on each hand. That's like 3 more fingers on each hand. That would be kind of a nightmare. No. I could probably use that to masquerade as some kind of like god or saint so that I could scam people into I could just start up a cult. And then I could get money from that. But 8 fingers? I don't know if I want that. Probably not. 16 fingers sounds like too much. You get to spend a day with your favorite YouTuber, but you don't get to be in a video with them. That's okay. I don't need to be in a video with my favorite YouTuber. I am a YouTuber, so I can just talk about it later. Let's see, how long have we been through this? Okay, we can keep going. No more racism or intolerated minorities on Earth. It's weird. Every DNA belief system is in harmony with each other. Well, that's impossible. Specifically the last one. Because some states have philosophies that directly conflict with other states. A great example being how Chinese legalism is completely at odds with the philosophy of the states in Latin America. Or the US especially. Legalism is honestly just like medieval totalitarianism. And the catch is that the whole universe needs to be taught it in 10 years, or Earth will be exterminated. You have 5 years to learn the language and invent the travel. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm not the person that could do that. You'll never be hungry, but you'll have diarrhea all the time. So like a Roman emperor? I just get like one tiny piece of salmonella in whatever I eat. I'm never hungry, but I'll have diarrhea all the time. I don't know if I'd want to put up with that. I could be fine with never being hungry, though. I need to lose the weight. Ugh, absolutely not. I'm already antisocial enough as it is. You gain the ability to speak to cats and understand their language. If you ever tell anyone about it, you'll be cursed to speak only in cat puns for the rest of your life. There'd be no way of clawing my life back from that. So, I honestly wouldn't get any. Oops, shit. I mean, if I have the ability to, but I never use it, I mean, I still just, and I don't tell anyone about it, I'll still be fine. Go away. I don't care about cars. I have one already. Everything you imagine becomes real, but every day you imagine one bad thing. Well, I could just imagine something bad that happened previously. So it's already become real before I imagine it. So, figure that out. The problem is that everything else I imagine is so chaotic that I don't think I want it to be real. Like, a few things I'd be fine with imagining and becoming real, but everything? That sounds like it'd be a nightmare. I have a very active imagination, and this would be a nightmare. You learn all the secrets in the world. You're not able to use this knowledge. That's stupid. Nope. I care a lot about who I am, my individuality, and my mind. So losing that to help someone else, that scares me on a level that I wouldn't, on a level enough that I probably would not be able to, I wouldn't be interested in dealing with. Because what I am is just I am who I am. You are told the day when the world is going to end and how it will happen and are allowed to tell people so they can prepare. Every time a person learns of the date of the upcoming doomsday, the date of it goes down and gets closer and worse than ever before. No one would believe me, because everyone's been predicting the world's going to end since the beginning of the species. And of course, every time a person learns of the actual date, the date of it goes down. Can't imagine what would happen if 1,000 people found out about it. Plus, it doesn't say by how much it goes down. Plus, if it was really, really far away, like the sun swallowing the earth far away, I really wouldn't care. Like, oh boy, the earth's going to boil over because the sun got too hot. Couldn't care less. You get paid $1 million each time you inhale. But each time you exhale, 10 random people die. Well, there's already people dying every second, so no one's going to notice. I think I'll take that. You get the powers over weather, but your emotions also control the weather. It's just going to be cloudy half the year then. It'd very rarely be sunny too. That would be a nightmare for everyone. I don't want that. Okay. I can do a few more. You can teleport to any cartoon world you want, but when you teleport, a random person will die. Same thing as the last time the question brings this up. There's probably like 10 people dying every second just because of how many people there are on Earth. This is not new. This is not stopping me. You remove bullying, but weird people are not weird anymore. They're boringly normal. Man, that would be something. Considering how much of a weird person I am, and how many of my friends are weird, that's something I'd hesitate to remove. But at the same time, I would really love to do this simply because removing bullying would make the world a better place for kids, and everyone being way more normal would make the world a place much less at odds with itself, because it feels less like the Tower of Babel after God made everyone speak different languages, because that's how the world feels right now. If I could remove bullying and everyone just is kind of normal, I think the world would be a lot better. This is a really tough one. We'll do a coin flip for this one. Okay then. Both are really good options. Another one of these. I hate this. Everyone will love you, but I'll hate myself. All right. So, I'm halfway there. Uh, Plus, I don't want everyone to love me. There's some people I hate and don't want to put up with, and them having to deal with me trying to push them away while being stuck, um, admiring me or something would be really annoying, and I'd feel really awful about it. I'd have a real reason to hate myself then. I don't want to put up with that. Uh, uh, I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I take pride in the fact that I take pride being being English as much as any smaller part of my heritage. I got another weird tweet from someone I don't know. Oh wait, it's just this again. Will you press the button? You will end world hunger, and you will never be able to eat your favorite foods again. Just the boring ones. I've been eating a lot of boring food lately, so I don't know if I have favorite foods anymore. Probably don't want to end world. Would I even want to end world hunger either, actually? People get stupid when they're not desperate. But they also get stupid when they're desperate, so that goes out the window too. The boring foods can just be my new favorites. French-made clothes. To quote Jim Varney, yeah, I'm not putting up with that. You get $10,000 a month. A stranger you don't know dies every time you take the money. This is the same thing again. Of course I'm taking the money. Some stranger dies every time I go to bed. Get out of my face. You can turn invisible and back at will, but you can't see while invisible. That is an annoying side effect of being invisible. How would I deal with if I can't see while I'm invisible? There wouldn't be much use in being invisible. Plus, the only time where you need to be invisible is when people are looking for you. And they don't just stop looking for you because they can't immediately find you. It'd be great for scaring people and stuff, but if I wanted to commit crimes in my car, it wouldn't help me at all because I wouldn't be able to see where I'm driving. So that would go nowhere. Who wants to be invisible and blind at the same time? Oh boy. This is some terrible spelling. 1 year is absolutely perfect. You get riches, power, love, respect, and success. The next year is truly awful. You are hated, weak, and poor. This cycle repeats for as long as you live. That'd be tough. That'd be like like I'm living through some kind of movie plot over and over again. I think I'd like to keep things average. They also misspelled riches. Stupid. Let's see where we are. Okay, I can do one more. You can speak every spoken language, but you're illiterate in every written language. Who wants to be illiterate? Absolutely not. So it seems that over 1,564 people like being illiterate, but over 3,811 rational people don't want to be illiterate. Anyway, I just enjoy learning, and not being able to read would be horrible. So having to relearn how to read would be a nightmare. Anyway, I think that's it for the moment. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.